Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to try to create a physical ring for this asteroid planet thing. Maybe it's a dwarf planet, a super dwarf planet. Because I played with orbit and stuff, and I've always, ever since the first day that I found out you could orbit around this thing, I just kind of thought, how cool would it be to actually build a structure big enough to completely surround the planet? And I think a good first little test here is, let's try to build a ring. And then the plan is, when we release the ring from build mode, it should just kind of stay there floating, because gravity should be pulling it equally from all sides, making it not move. I hope. I don't know how like, I don't even know if this is going to be possible. I don't know how this planet is going to interact with build mode. But here, if I get off, I mean, it has realistic, it has like a, not realistic, but it has real gravity. If I stand on top here, you can see I fall down just as if this is a normal atmosphere. There is no atmosphere, but there is 1G, almost 1G, 0.98 G. And it's kind of hard in space to get a good sense of scale, but like, if you look at the size of this creation, the size of the planet doesn't seem all that big. Look at the build box. At least it fits within the build box, right? So let's try to create a ring for the planet. Now, I don't know how to start this. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, okay. Suddenly this seems very big. The part limit. The part limit might be the limiting factor, but worst case scenario, I can enable mods. I can increase the complexity limit, because I have 700 blocks to work with, and this is one block, and it looks a little smaller now than I was anticipating. And I'm gonna make things white so they're a little bit easier to see. You know what? Maybe yellow. Okay, so I thought the first thing, a smart idea, would be to first just get a diameter. Like, how far do I... Oh my goodness, this is... It didn't look that big, but it's starting to look pretty big. All right, so I think I pretty much got that side down. So now if I just copy this whole thing and then paste it over here, we should have this side down. Is that big enough for the whole planet, do you think? Because then essentially, where's the middle? I should have said, right, I'm standing at the middle. So the middle's right there. Let's paint the middle red. Is that the middle? I don't know. We're at 131 blocks just in diameter. We need to go circumference. So I know that once upon a time back in high school, I learned these equations, but I'm just gonna go with the wing it method. I looked up a quick thing because I just wanted to make sure I was right. The diameter, because pi is in relation to the diameter of the circle. So if pi is 3.14, we have, this times 3.14 is less than 700. However, the blocks that we're going to be using to go around are different. So that is going to be a factor, but let's see what happens. All right, you know, I need to give myself a little bit more of a buffer now that I'm realizing. I don't want to have a ring that is exactly the circumference. I want to have a ring that actually is going to have some distance away from the planet. So now the ring should be this far away. So this is 175 blocks. So best case scenario, 175 times 3.14, 549 blocks. Best case, probably. All right, so now what do I do? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it up like this, and then rotate. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we've got an X. So what the plan is I don't know what the plan is. I do have a plan. I'm gonna try to like create a quarter of the circle by connecting this to this. It's not, I can guarantee right now this is not going to come out perfectly circular. All right, I am going to paint the end red. I just added this block there, so it wasn't the end. Okay, so actually, this might not be as complicated as I was expecting. I just need to know, I don't know how to do this. I just simply don't know how to, I'm just gonna be like going and making it up as I go along. Like, how do I know how much to curve? All right, I feel like doing this might be a good idea. Just giving me like a little bit more resolution. See, the tough part is just now I don't know how many blocks I need for this to also be a similar distance. I feel like maybe that's good. I can't even zoom out far enough. So I'm at 578 blocks. But you know what? I think I have a quadrant. I don't need the rest of this. So all I gotta do is build this, and then I can copy, paste, and flip it. It should center itself. I don't have to be perfectly centered as long as it should just center itself, right? All right, but the question is this a good... I feel like if I go... I feel like that's a good enough arch. I don't know, man. I really, really, really don't know what I'm doing. All right, time to improvise. You know, the problem is if I want to go that way, I gotta face this way because that's how copy and pasting works. All right, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll go down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this too much? Oh, that is not nearly enough of a curve. Okay, lesson learned. 4. All right, I'm at exactly 400 blocks. So now if I select all of this, including that block, not including this block, and then I duplicate it, 488. So I'm just gonna say this is an 88 block radius. I'm gonna bring up a circle generator. So that would be a diameter of 176. Oh my goodness. It's too big. It says it's 700 blocks. Look at this, look at this. We're in a Minecraft circle generator thing. So this is what I'm gonna be looking at here. So it says blocks 700, but keep in mind our blocks our blocks are not, we're not using squares. We're using 2x4s. But I can't zoom in on this. All right, this isn't ideal, but I did the download option where I could download it so that way I can actually zoom in, and it's so like blurry. But all right, so I mean, I guess I just go 9 out. And then just start following the circle. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we're just gonna do this for a little while. So this one's gonna be 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh boy. All right, this is where things get a little bit more complicated, harder to follow. 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. After the 3. All right, and then for some reason, we go back to 3s. Okay, so here's the circle. I'm bringing it back for you guys to see where we're at right now. So we did this, then we did the 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, the 2. I thought that might be the halfway point, but no, the halfway point is somewhere in the middle of this whole band of 2s here. Yeah, somewhere in the middle of that is the halfway point. I gotta figure out where. That was my estimate for the center point over there. Wait, why does this seem wrong? This seems way bigger. Was I supposed to put the radius in and not the diameter? This was 88 blocks. It's because, no. It's because these go out. Oh, no. I messed up. It's doing this as if I was building this way, I think. Is that why it's messed up? Because this is clearly not gonna meet up with this. I've done this wrong. But if I use squares, like I need this distance. Because if I use squares, it's gonna be way too many blocks. So do I cut it in half? It'll be easier if I cut it in half. Let me try just doing a half one. All right, so this is the new circle. Hopefully this makes more sense. All right, so this time I go 7 out from the center. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then a 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I'm almost at the center of what is supposed to be the center, but it certainly doesn't look like it. I feel like this doesn't work with these block dimensions. Oh, I think the reason is because I need to be doing this, and then they won't actually be attached though. Yeah. I think that's the problem I'm having, is I'm technically only going a half block in. I was building it wrong. I was building it the quick way, which doesn't work. See, what needs to happen is each of these subsequent things actually need to be like this. And this is where the measuring problem comes in. Yeah, I can't use these parts, but then if I use the other parts, it's gonna be way too many. It will be 100 and the radius would be 176 of these. So then the diameter would be twice that. I just want to be able to do it with these blocks because as you can see, they cover a lot more distance, but I can't use a circle generator if I do that because it's not going to give me an accurate output that I can translate here. So maybe I'm just going to have to make it up as I go along after all. All right, time to start making stuff up.
A few moments later.
Okay. This did not turn out very well. This is my attempt to do 1/8 of a circle, and you can see, started off nice and smooth, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm going too far. Curve it in now. Should I just stick with this? It's gonna be the most awkward looking ring. I could just retry it. It's just so bad. Maybe I can just use this as a beginning point. Here, let me just try this. And then if I copy that. All right, there we go. It's attached. So, you know what? That doesn't actually look as bad as I was expecting. It just kind of looks more like a polygon. Not bad, though. Is this workable? You think this is actually workable? Here, let me mark this as another intersection point. I might actually use this. Okay, so now I'm gonna get rid of all of these. Don't need those anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and link the, oh, they're not even aligned. All right, there's our awkward intersection right there. I think I have a, this is a quarter. So now if I delete that and then delete this is so risky if this doesn't work out, and then delete that. Now, what I should be able to do is select all of this. This is 157 times 4. Okay, so now if I duplicate this on top of itself and then rotate it like that, and then I just gotta be really, really careful not to lose this selection. But I gotta grab it, then bring it, and then grab it and bring it. There we go. All right, this is my life hack for this. I highlight all of it. Now, if I deselect this block is not gonna get duplicated, but it becomes the anchor point for a mirror duplication. Just like that. Look at that, 627 out of 700. And now, I'm starting to get like a little bit of adrenaline because the moment is arriving where I'm going to exit build mode and figure out if what I've just built survives that. Like, I honestly don't know if it'll even survive. They're all the same block, so I can just do that. I'm gonna save this. Worst case scenario, maybe we can rebuild it. All right, I'm gonna let this thing go. I'm on top of the planet right now, but because gravity should be pulling it down towards the planet on all sides equally, it should just lower straight down and then hover up and down until it it just loses all of that force. Actually, no, it's not. I don't think it's going to settle in. I think it's literally just going to keep going up and down because there's not going to be any air resistance or friction slowing it down. I think we're going to have a ring that just levitates around, levitates up and down. All right, let's see if this works. You guys ready? I'm so nervous about this. In 3, 2, 1, release. It's going down. Is it stop? It's stopping. It's coming up. Oh, and it's going to. It's exactly what I predicted. It's working exactly like I expected it to work. It's kind of like a scanner, you know? It's like scanning asteroid for potential harvestable resources. Wait, oh no! What happened? No! That should not have happened. Why did it tilt? Oh no! No! Whoa! This is so cool to watch. This is so cool to watch. Wow. That was awesome. All right, I don't even know how that could have happened. Did an asteroid nudge something? No, they're not that close. I don't think this is far enough to reach an asteroid. All right, well, it's now just kind of resting. The different parts of it are now resting against the planet. So what I'm gonna try to do is go up here and hit repair and see what happens. All right, ready, repair. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Can I build? This is really, okay, it got destroyed. Let's just let it be destroyed. All right, I'm gonna go into build mode. I'm gonna bring it back in. Oh, this is bad. It's not centered. Whoa, outside build bubble? What'd you do? Get back in the build bubble. I want it to build around the center. Does that make sense? Where is the equator? I feel like right there. Right there is about the equator. And look at this, is orbiting now. I have orbiting rings. All right, that side, this side's closer. So I will move it. No! Okay, hold on. I can still select the whole thing. There we go. I need to move it in this direction. I want it to be as centered as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be like doing this thing and then it's going to hit the planet probably. All right, you know what? I'm going to say this is good enough. Ignore these other yellow lines, but we are getting out of build mode. That looks pretty still, doesn't it? That looks pretty stable. Okay, I gotta get in a spacecraft that can actually exit this gravitational pull. No! Oh man, it got rid of my other stuff. All right, you stay there. You stay there. You are a separate thing. Wow, I'm so, outside build bubble. No, stop it. I'm trying to bring you inside. I am the build bubble. All right, let's try this again. Exiting build mode. There's a little bit of motion. I didn't do as good this time. So now it's a bit of a wobbly ring. Oh man, I did it like perfectly last time. I wasn't moving at all, but at least I can get my spaceship. There we go. I just want to get a long distance view of what this looks like. Look at that. There's a planet with a ring. How far away can we see this ring? Man, it's so, the asteroids keep blocking the sun, but when the sun isn't, oh no, they just disappeared a little bit. When the sun isn't blocking the sun, or when the asteroids aren't blocking the sun, it's not too bad. But there is a point in which the render distance actually changes. This is not the roundest ring, as you can clearly see. But I think is this mission accomplished? It seems to be stable and not breaking now. This actually wasn't as hard as or impossible as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was actually maybe not gonna work. Like just the integrity of the structure being this big, I thought it was just gonna keep breaking or glitching out, kind of like we saw when the first one broke. But this is actually like stable. We gave the asteroid a ring. I liked it, so I put a ring on it. All right, I'm gonna try to break the ring now. This is hard. I missed. Like if I break one little section of it, it's probably gonna ruin the whole stability, right? It's just such a thin ring. It's kind of, and the gravitational pull is messing up my trajectory so much. It's really hard to just fly into it. Come on, I must break the ring for science. There we go. Ring broken. Okay. Oh, broken again. Double broken. And it is, of course, freaking out now. Completely freaking out. Doesn't even know where its attachment points are anymore. All right. We built it. The one ring to rule the asteroid. And then we broke it. All right. So, I mean, with how complex that was... Here, let me, let's go back to the ship here, just so we can get rid of the lag and the extra pieces. So it was 628 blocks just to build the ring, and it's barely even contained by the build zone. So one of the things I was like really wanted to do was like potentially a Dyson sphere, but that is obviously, the complexity of that is just not feasible. So a single 1 pixel thickness ring was just approaching the complexity limit. So I think as far as surrounding the planet, this is the best we're gonna get, unless we do like a satellite kind of thing where there's just a bunch of like orbit satellite things, which I think that could be fun. If I can figure out how to build something to get into its own orbit unmanned, That would be pretty cool. I would love to see just things going all around in different directions, hopefully not colliding with each other. But that's what it takes to build a ring around the asteroid and have it be stable. Another successful space mission. If you guys have any other experiments you'd like to see in Trailmakers, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more that you'll find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.